are one of those buzzwords that I always say in my head with this whisper, peptides, because it seems like the skincare industry is trying to make you believe that they are the miracle ingredient that you need in your skincare routine if you're looking for any anti-aging benefits. But the reality isn't so, because not all peptides are created equal. And today we are going to understand what peptides are and what do they do in a very simplified fashion. I'm Dr. Shereene Idriss, and you've landed on Pillow Talk Derm, and we do this thing every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. So make sure to subscribe, like, and follow along below, because we are about to get nerdy together. Also, before I jump in, I just think it's fun to bring in some current affairs and to kind of keep you guys on top of your game. But two big makeup artists this week are not in a feud, but they are both launching their own namesake skincare brands at Sephora, and I could not be more excited. This is not sponsored, by the way. Mary Phillips is launching her viral, famous underpainting technique in a simplified kit where you get 5 or so colors and that you can now paint by number your face to have a more sculpted effect. I don't have it on currently, but I have tried it and it does blend very seamlessly and it works really nice on your skin. I will just say, if you're prone to acne, maybe be careful because some of it is a little bit rich in oils. Number 2 is Hung Van Gogh. He is bringing color back, baby, in the form of shadow eye palettes. And eyeshadow palettes, and I could not be more excited because I feel like we have gone into this world of neutral territory, and I'm so excited to come back in living color because I love it, and he is the master of that. And I have seen pictures of his palettes and could not be more excited to try them out. He is launching on September 8th. So super excited. Congrats to both. I don't think they watch my videos, but you never know. Send it along if you know them. That being said, let's jump in. What the hell are peptides and why are they all the rage? Peptides are building blocks. They are tiny short chain amino acids that make up larger proteins, because amino acids make up proteins. It's like one hair makes up your mane, okay? An amino acid makes up a protein. And what proteins do they make up in our body? Everything from collagen to keratin to elastin, you name it, it makes it up. Yes, you can consume amino acids in your diet, steak. I'm not a vegetarian. Certain vegetables are high in protein. But that being said, you can also apply it in your skincare and get topical benefits. You might be thinking to yourself, wait, are peptides like just collagen? No. But when you apply it to your skin, it does messenger certain signals to your cells to do certain things. It's not like you're taking a piece of protein, i.e. steak, and putting it on your skin, hoping for the best. Peptides are messengers. They are going to communicate a message to your cells to tell them to do something specific. So what specific things do people look for when they are using peptides? 1, they are looking to stimulate their collagen, to help with the firmness and the plumpiness of their skin. 2, if they have an inflamed skin barrier, using peptides can help to minimize that irritation and allow to strengthen their own skin barrier over time so they become less irritable. 3, some of them have surprisingly anti-inflammatory effects, meaning it can reduce the look of redness. 4, in the long run, it can minimize how much your collagen and elastin break down by blocking that step. And 5, you have targeted peptides. Peptides that brighten, like hexapeptide 2, and peptides that even limit your muscle activity. Don't worry, your heart will not stop beating. It cannot get absorbed that deeply. But argireline, acetyl hexapeptide 8, for example, can help relax your expression lines. So those are various reasons why people look towards peptides. But I find it very misleading when brands just say, we got peptides. Great. What are we trying to achieve? Now you're going to understand a little bit better where these peptides fall into which family, so you know what they're doing. The first group of peptides are called signal peptides. These babies are signaling your fibroblasts to secrete collagen. You're also signaling elastin production so that you can have more elasticity, more plumpiness to your skin, more bounce to your skin. Examples of this include matrixyl, palmitoyl pentapeptide, or oligopeptide. Then you have carrier peptides, peptides that deliver metals for repair. When you think of this, you have to have a metal element in the name: copper, manganese, you name it, peptide. It is a carrier peptide. Number 3, we have enzyme inhibiting peptides, peptides that block the breakdown of collagen and elastin. And one of these is tripeptide 1. Then you have number 4, neurotransmitting inhibiting peptides. These are going to act like Botox. They're going to block a chemical reaction so that you have less muscle activity, and it can help with the look of fine lines on your face due to muscle movement. And that is the very famous argireline, also known as acetyl hexapeptide 8. Think of 8 as hopefully you have muscle movement from now until infinity. But not if you use hexapeptide 8. It will slow your muscle movement now. And then you have specialty peptides. My favorite ones like brightening peptides, hexapeptide 2. That is one that we use, for example, in the Dr. Idriss Active Seal Vitamin C Moisturizer with a brightening peptide to really help to regulate melanin production. So whatever you see, peptide, hexapeptide, tripeptide, palmitoyl peptide, oligopeptide on the label, you're automatically in the peptide category. But now you have a better understanding that they fall into various different families that does different things. So what is worth the hype and what is overhyped? In my humble opinion, the ones worth the hype are signal peptides like Matrixyl. It really does help with firming effects to your skin, and it has been tried and true for a very long time. Copper peptides help with the repair of your skin to help to make sure that your skin looks its best over time. Plus, copper can also help with certain production of various different other elements in your skin. Argireline, I think if you cannot afford Botox or if you're not interested in injectables, is not a bad idea to minimize some muscle movement so that you can minimize the look of fine lines, because something less intense is better than nothing in the long run if you're trying to minimize the look of fine lines. Slow it down, calm it down. Are you going to be completely frozen? No. Are you still going to be able to move? Yes. But it does help in the now. So if you have a red carpet event, a party, a wedding, not a bad idea. And obviously, hexapeptide 2. I like it for brightening. I incorporated it in my active seal. I think it works beautifully with vitamin C, and it is non-irritating and easy to use on a daily basis. Overhyped, vague peptide blends without any sort of specific function. If you just see a gloss with peptides, you should ask yourself which ones, because I think it's important for you to understand what they're doing. And the main takeaway here is that it is not just about dropping random peptides in. It's about looking at the formulation as a whole to understand how these peptides that are being used play into the bigger story. So example of peptides for you to kind of simplify your life. We're going to start with a few at Sephora, and I'm going to give you some Amazon broader picks that you guys have actually told me about. So number 1, Peter Thomas Roth has his Peptide Skinjection Amplified Wrinkle Fix Serum. This is a combination of Matrixyl and argireline. So it's going to help with collagen production, but it's also going to help to minimize the muscle movement and the look of fine lines in the now. So you're going to get smoothing and firming effects. Murad has a targeted wrinkle corrector, and this is argireline that relaxes expression lines. Skin Fix has their triple lipid brightening eye cream, and they even have one for the face. And this also does support your barrier as well as it brightens with certain peptides. And then Iris and Romeo have their Skin Cocoon. Ding! Barrier Repair Glow Serum with tetrapeptide 2 that gives radiant, plump and glow. And obviously Dr. Idriss Active Seal with hexapeptide 2 to even out your skin tone. These are all examples of various peptides that you can purchase at Sephora. I will link them below, but I wanted to walk you through them so you can have an understanding of what these products are trying to do. Usually it's brightening, collagen production, minimizing muscle movement, or barrier function repair. Now on Amazon, you guys mentioned Thera, which is a 35% Dream Peptide blend, and this contains three different types of Matrixyl to help with fine lines and wrinkles, but also collagen production. The Ordinary also has a 10% argireline solution, which is targeted for fine lines at a very affordable price. And Olay has their Regenerous Micro Sculpting Cream, which is another Matrixyl peptide cream to stimulate collagen and to plump your skin. So peptides are not miracle cures. I want you guys to now understand that when we say peptides, then follow-up question should be which kind of peptides? What are we trying to achieve with these peptides? Because when you incorporate them in a smart formulation, you can really amplify the effects of other ingredients or on their own even for firmer, juicier, bouncier skin, but also a more even toned skin like in the Active Seal. But at the end of the day, I don't want you to get lost in the labels. It's never about a single ingredient story. It is always about the whole big picture, because at the end of the day, you're not going to get a miracle outcome overnight. It is about consistency over intensity and really sticking to various products to see that result in the long run. And with peptides, it's so important that you recognize not just that it's a peptide, but the type. So you know why you're using it, so you know what results to look for. And with that, I hope you guys have a beautiful Saturday. I hope this video simplified your life, and I'm excited to hear about your experiences with the various products that I have linked below, or if you have any other products that you absolutely love, please share it with the group, and I will see you guys next Saturday. Have a beautiful weekend.